It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Looking now at some numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Get out there with Harden. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Rollins is out there with Dunn, and it's Murray in at the small forward. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around. And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Leonard. His last outing, he had 18 points. Rocket 6. Zubac, a screen on Rollins. Here's Harden, and he gets it to go from the corner.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Giannis. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Rollins the pass to Giannis. Portis a screen on Barnes. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's the kid, Dunn covering. Harden surveying the D. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Drills it from outside. Harden's got 5.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
Now, here's Dunn. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And that one, good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's the kid, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. 5 on the clock. Leonard the pass to Harden. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. He's got 8.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Giannis outside. To the wing right side. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Barnes screen on Dunn. The kid passes to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
How about that quickness rolling off the screen? Barnes gets all the separation he needs there.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Portis the screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. Stolen by Zubac. Here's the kid, Dunn covering. And stolen by Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Yeah, all the credit to Dunn, just turning on the jets to beat everyone down the floor in transition.
And Doris, we're early on in Chris Dunn's career, but is it fair to say many wondered if it might be short-lived?
No, there's no doubt, Kevin. Remember, this guy was at one point the 5th pick in the league, and there were questions about the offensive end of the floor. But give Chris credit. His defense has carved out minutes for him, and he's worked diligently to become a better offensive player.
Here's Rollins. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Clippers. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. Barnes screen on dime. To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Rollins against Harden. And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, did Zubac get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
Bucks trail by 3. Now, here's Portis. Still without a basket.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's the kid. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. Harden can't hit. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Rollins against Harden. Back to Giannis. Pass to Portis. Another shot. And Giannis with the layup. Giannis has got 8 points. Clippers have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Barnes screen on Dunn. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his 2nd foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Simons, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's the kid. A rebound by Simons. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points. Outside, Simons. Murray kicks to Giannis. Now Simons. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Pelicans. He was a non-factor.
So far, both teams scorching good hits. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Here's the kid, and he drops it in from the low post. And the Clippers lead by 3.
They dialed in from the jump tonight. The confidence is showing here in the first.
Rollins the pass to Murray. Milwaukee getting another chance here. The shot's good from Simons.
Man, lots of confidence on that 3 from Simons.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Murray. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Clippers, number 1.
just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Landale with it, covered by Simon. Landale with the bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's the kid, and stolen by Simon. Fast break, here we go. And Kuzma slams it in.
Throw down from Kyle Kuzma, a level of aggression.
LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to the kid. Here's Hood Schifino. It's rebounded by Portis.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Rollins. Nothing on the board. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss. And then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Here's the kid. Right wing. The shot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks. Well, the kid in their last game against the Lakers was outstanding. He ended up with 41 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fun to...
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Malik Beasley out there with the kid. Then it's Jock Landale. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward position.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
Well, you love to watch Chris Dunn because that handle is especially tight, masterful control with the ball in his hands.
The kid passes to Landale. Here's the kid. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
And the Bucks making a change here. Turner's checked in. Milwaukee leading by 9. Giannis with it. He's got 15. Inside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Leonard kicks to Harden. To the inside. Landale. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Landale's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, that's great execution. James Harden with a pretty dime.
Pass to Kuzma. And here is Simon. He's got 11. Kuzma inside. And no good. The kid passes to Leonard. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Right side Turner. Pass to Kuzma. In the corner, Murray with it. Unloads. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's Los Angeles now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Landale with the bounce pass. Here's the kid. He has 7. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Zubac, a screen on Murray. And there's the try.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Kuzma kicks to Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. A fadeaway. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Zubac, a screen on Murray. It's deflected and stolen by Murray. And even 3-on-3 break. Puts it up from 17. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
All Kuzma needed was the basketball. His feet were planted. He was ready on the catch.
Pass to the kid. Back to Harden. This one for 3. Harden strokes home the 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The kid passes to Zubac. It's rebounded by Portis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Giannis sets a screen for Kuzma. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Yeah, it's just the giant wingspan, the 40-inch max vertical, all in play for Barnes that time.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Champagne's checked in. Rollins against Harden. Giannis inside. Shot from 6. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Free throw no good for Giannis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
A jump hook. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Barnes.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Simon. That 3 off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's the kid. He's got 11. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
Now, this is just pick-and-roll action at its finest. The big man sets a solid screen, rolls to the cup, leaves no doubt.
Here's Rollins. Still yet to score. Pass to Giannis. Launches a 3 from range. Giannis takes it.
Now, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Here's the kid. Down low. Kicks it out to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Harden with a good look down low.
James Harden simply stated is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Right side, Simon. Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo playing strong inside.
And you love watching Giannis operate in.
The important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Kevin, back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Free throw good, Portis. And Portis drains both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Clippers trail by 4. Barnes screen on Simon. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Rollins the pass to Giannis. And the push by Antetokounmpo!
Every aspect of Giannis' game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Harden against Rollins. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Nobody near Barnes. Hits it from three-point range. Barnes has got 9 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
And a look here now at the Bucks. They've played below average.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Rollins is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Murray in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Hasn't made one yet. And it's Dunn in the corner to the inside. Portis uses the glass to finish the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
It's good from long range.
Yeah, defense should know better than to concede a 3 to Kawhi. Boy, he stretched his range out over time.
And goes when he's feeling good. Kawhi Leonard, still one of the toughest matchups in the NBA.
You know what, Kevin? The way he's battled through injuries and the game's still important enough to him that he's stuck around. And you're so right. When he is healthy, he remains a two-way force. This guy is an absolute Hall of Famer.
To the paint for the lead. Here's Zubac, and good work on the board. They pick up the second chance points. Zubac has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo shines it in.
Well, this is a case where you use your size to full advantage, exactly what you're looking for.
Harden the pass to the kid. Barnes screen on Dunn. Here's the kid. Count the basket. The kid's got 13.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
On the wing, Harden. Pass to the kid. Outside Leonard. Murray with the defensive effort. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis says, "Get off me!"
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 13. Pass to the kid. Barnes screen on Dunn. And the dunk by Barnes.
Come on now. Harrison Barnes, that ability, boy, it's just eye-popping on certain nights.
Here's Rollins. Scoreless thus far. Murray, no good.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
The kid can't hit.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
And Antetokounmpo shins it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's the kid, Dunn covering. The kid passes to Zubac. Here's the kid. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
The Bucks trail. Done outside. Inside. And Portis throws it down. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Fourth, the Clippers.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
Harden the pass to the kid. Zubac, a screen on done. With the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Zubac has got 8 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 1. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Bobby Portis. Pass to the kid. Outside Leonard. To the middle. And stolen by Dunn. And it's the Bucks on the break. Rollins the pass to Giannis. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard the bounce pass. Now here's Harden. Covered by Rollins. Out to the right wing. The kid. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Harden the pass to the kid. Zubac, a screen on done. He takes it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Giannis passes to Dunn. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists tonight.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Back to Harden. There's the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got 14 points here in the second half.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Zubac, a screen on dime. The kid passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Pass to Rollins. Now Giannis. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Harden the pass to the kid. Barnes screen on done. Inside, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Bucks making a change here. Turner's checked in. Here's Rollins. Still scoreless. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a Renaissance man, very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
That one is off.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 2-point game. Leonard with a screen on Dunn. The kid passes to Leonard. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Dunn. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Outside Turner. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Rollins. Guarded by Harden. Clock at 4. Shoots. The shot by Rollins, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Dunn passes to Turner. Got a piece of it. Here's the kid. Dunn covering. Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. To the paint for the lead. And it's laid up and in on a nice move. That time from the kid. 22 points for the kid. Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Dunn. And it goes down 2 points. Dunn's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Chris Dunn turning himself into a dangerous weapon on the offensive end.
Here's the kid. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by Kuzma. For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Back to Harden. Fires from deep. Here's the kid. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Murray. Green comes in for Chris Dunn. And it's Simons in for Rollins. Giannis kicks to Green. To the right side. Kuzma passes to Green. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 46 points.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
Pass to Beasley. To the inside. Here's the kid. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Defenders simply couldn't get around the pick, and it results in a wide open look.
For Los Angeles, they have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. Beasley with the steal.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top, up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always...
Clippers making a change here. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Get out there with Harden. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 slot. Here's the kid. Back to Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good luck. Giannis can close space in a hurry with that one.
Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with Bobby Portis. Allie, what have they told you?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer from Milwaukee did provide some information. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. His absence really will affect this team's competitiveness, so hopefully they can stay the course in the meantime. Back to you.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
Green, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to the kid. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Here's Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
The kid passes to Leonard. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, this is what we talk about, the tale of two halves. He has been outstanding out of the break.
Kuzma outside. Giannis sets a screen for Kuzma. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside Leonard for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Bucks trail by 5. Down low, here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Here's the kid. Takes it out to Leonard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Simons the pass to Giannis. They kick it out to Green. And he hits it to tie the game up. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so Harden will bring it up for L.A. Pass to Leonard. Harden against Simon. Offensive rebound. They double him with Green. The kid passes to Champagnie. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Harden the pass to Leonard. Here's the kid, guarded by Green.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And the Bucks with some changes. Maurice checked in for Miles Turner. Dunn comes in for A.J. Green. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony Simons. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach kept it calm, but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Antetokounmpo. The Clippers leading. And Dunn over to help. Harden finds Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Barnes the screen. The kid passes to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Dunn outside. Kuzma outside. And the three off target. Los Angeles leading by 4. Zubac, a screen on Dunn. Out to the right wing. Zubac, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Giannis kicks to Kuzma. Dunn outside. Inside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
After the kid. Zubac, a screen on Dunn. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Now Harden. Outside, Zubac. Leonard fires. Missed on the 3. Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Zubac. Here's the kid. Here's Harden. Harden will not be denied.
James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
Now Kuzma. Antetokounmpo. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Outside Leonard. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. The shot misses. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. There goes Antetokounmpo.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Here's the kid. Dunn covering. Now Harden. Leonard with the ball. Oh, and dunk after another. Woo!
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
The free throw off from the kid. Bucks trail by 6.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Now Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Cleared away by Leonard.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Kuzma brings the double team. Here's Zubac. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubac's growth. This guy, his game has evolved, and his role is increasing.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fifth personal foul. 14th foul. Shooting for LA. Number 4. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Shoots the 3. No good.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
So the Clippers with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said.